This is my hugely messy cupping table, which is the detritus from a bunch of brewing tests. So, hi. So I'm Tom from Sweet Maria's Coffee, and basically, for the behalf of Coffeeshrub customers that have ordered the Clever Coffee Dripper, I want to make a few comments. I assume that people who are buying green coffee for small roasting businesses, or you might either be serving coffee using the Clever Drippers, like a lot of people are doing here in California, or you might be reselling them to customers and need to make recommendations. So we've been doing a lot of brewing tests. We test the brewing with the refractometer that's made by Terroir, George Howell Coffee Company. It's called the Extract Mojo, and we use the related software. And what we do is we create a formula that is supposed to reach a certain level of extraction, which is ideally 1.20%, is about what people have decided is where most people like their extraction level to be. And then we have a coffee by weight and water, hot water actually done by weight also because it expands, a formula that should reach that if the brewing parameters are correct. So it's a great way to test brewing and find out if your parameters are correct or not, and then you can make adjustments. And then after that you could go make adjustments to your recipe for taste. If you just simply want a heavier extraction, you can add more coffee, but you have to solve the problem you're brewing first. So I just want to address, we've tested all these, the V60 Aria, which did not actually do that well, but that could be based on technique, because we tried these Bon Max. We did very well actually with a traditional filter cone with a single hole. We got a great brew. It was interesting, we struggled a little bit. I mean, I've used a Clever Coffee Dripper daily for myself for a year, and oddly, when I did the test, I did some things I don't normally do at home. I went with a coarser grind and a 4-minute steep time, and we actually under-extracted. So I wanted to just run over what was the actual optimum brewing that we came up with, which was a grind that I've described as being slightly finer than most filtered drip grinds you might use. Not espresso, but a little bit finer than you've used in the past, perhaps. We used 20 grams of coffee, 350 grams of water is the relationship between those, but you can look that up online too. And then what we did is a full 4 minutes until we started draining, until we put it on our cup here and started our draining. As such, we did a stir at 1 minute 30 seconds, a stir at 3 minutes, and then right when we drain it, we do one more stir. Stir meaning a quick 1, 2, 3 with a spoon down to the grounds and up to the top to break the crust on the surface if there's a crust of grinds that form, and to slightly stir the grinds in the bottom. For that we got actually we went a little bit over 1.21, 1.22 was the results. But the cup had excellent sweetness. And the one thing I want to point out too is the choice of filters is really important when you're brewing small amounts of coffee because of paper taste. I'm finding out that paper taste has a lot more impact on the cup than I thought previously, especially if you under-extract, if you don't get your full strength out. Hopefully you won't, but if you do, you'll get that paper taste much clearer. And these tests were all done with Kenyas, which are going to show paper taste. Sumatra is not going to. At Sweet Maria's, we're going to actually switch soon from the Filtropa Aroma Brown, which I think has one of the stronger paper tastes, to Filtropa White, which we already carry. They're naturally whitened, or eco-friendly whitened. We've also had great results from hemp filters, which we'll be carrying soon too. That's a natural filter, but the fibers in it don't tend to break down so much in coffee, so you get less paper taste. And as always, we pre-wet the filter with hot water, especially with porcelain filter cones. You want to heat them up Even the plastic one, we run hot water through it. Just boil some extra hot water, soak it for a minute while you're preparing your grounds, and dump it out. So that was some more recent tips on Clever Coffee Dripper from what we've been finding lately. All right.